The Indian government has fired a significant opening shot in the global battle against digital deception. Deep fakes and sophisticated misinformation are rising fast. On Wednesday, it unveiled proposed amendments to the Information Technology Rules 2021, taking direct aim at AI-generated content. The objective is to label and limit synthetic media. The target, hyper-real deep fakes that can fool the public, and the broader ecosystem of deceptive content online. This is a proactive, if complex attempt to regulate emerging tech before harm becomes entrenched. The message to platforms: plausible deniability is ending. A new standard of accountability is being demanded. These rules are a foundational shift in content management. Any information created or significantly altered by AI must be clearly labeled. Major platforms must check and flag such content. Facebook, YouTube, platforms must build detection systems to surface AI content. AI tools are now widely accessible. Convincing but fabricated audio, video, and images are within reach of anyone. The rules try to get ahead of the curve, establishing guardrails before the next wave of manipulation hits at scale. At the heart of the proposal is a definition that becomes the bedrock of compliance. Synthetically generated information, content artificially or algorithmically created, modified or altered by a computer resource, in a way that appears to be authentic or true. It is intentionally expansive, capturing a spectrum of AI manipulations, from subtle touch-ups to entirely staged events. The key phrase targets deceptive potential. Examples: deepfake face mapping, voice clones that fabricate speech, images depicting realistic but fictional scenes, even small changes that materially mislead. Today's tools, or future ones, if it looks real, it falls under the rules. This avoids a cat and mouse with new tech. The focus is user perception and deception. But where's the line between benign filters and misleading alteration? Platforms will face gray area judgment calls. To bring synthetic content out of the shadows, the proposal leans on two requirements: clear labels and permanent metadata. First, labeling. Intermediaries must clearly mark such information. Think Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook. Conspicuous notices on AI content. Labels cue healthy skepticism, reducing viral spread of misbelief. Second, permanent metadata, a behind-the-scenes layer for persistence and traceability. Platforms would embed non-removable identifiers in files, helping users and authorities trace origin. On-screen labels are easy to crop away, but embedded data travels with the file. Think of it like a watermark or serial number, trackable even after download, re-upload, and cross-platform sharing. Two-pronged: immediate awareness and long-term accountability. Critically, labels and metadata must be non-removable. This is a hard technical problem at internet scale. Obligations extend to tools that create or modify synthetic content. Bake it in at source, making laundering of synthetic origins much harder. The amendments place significant burdens on intermediaries, especially the largest platforms. This goes beyond moderation into proactive verification and user disclosure. Users may have to declare whether their upload is AI-generated. A formal declaration then. Platform systems verify the disclosure, content labeled and published. Platforms must deploy reasonable technical measures to verify claims. Possible tools: pixel forensics, audio frequency analysis, and artifact inspection. Non-compliance risks loss of safe harbor. Section 79 shields intermediaries from third-party liability. Lose that, and platforms face direct legal exposure. The financial and legal risks are major. Platforms become primary enforcers of authenticity, build declarations, back-end verification, and metadata pipelines, while preserving a usable experience and budget. The process is moving swiftly, reflecting urgency over deep fakes. A formal timeline is in place with a narrow feedback window. Stakeholders have been invited to submit feedback by November 6th. Tech companies, civil society, legal experts, and the general public. After consultation, the government is expected to finalize amendments soon. Initial reactions are cautiously positive. Regulation feels necessary. Leaders say labeling and identifiers help users distinguish real from synthetic. Clear rules can enable responsible innovation. Regulation can stabilize the market and trust. Beneath the support, deeper concerns are brewing. Platform operators, creators, and privacy advocates flag the tight deadline and complexity. A vast array of companies are affected, each with unique challenges. Rushed feedback risks implementation snags later. Process quality now will shape outcomes for years. The stakes reach across India's digital economy. The intent is clear, but unanswered questions loom. How to distinguish malicious impersonation from satire or parody? Satire, parody, rules require reminders against impersonation. But context is hard for both machines and humans. The same tech can defame or entertain. Intermediaries risk becoming arbiters of artistic intent. Fear of losing safe harbor could drive over-enforcement and chill speech. Overly blunt policies may stifle creativity. Non-removable metadata at universal scale is a hard problem. Content is transcoded, compressed, and reshared constantly. Screen recording can strip or bypass tags. Without standards, a patchwork of incompatible solutions looms. The government mandates the what. Industry must solve the how. Active, meaningful stakeholder engagement is crucial. The feedback deadline is close. Tech, civil society, creators, and legal voices must weigh in. How India finalizes and enforces this will shape global norms. Mandated transparency must restore trust without dimming creativity.